Okay, so it says here that we are at stage 2, paragraph page 106. Last headword was yours, new word type of lesson. Okay, so let's start with the revision. Okay, ready?
Yes,
Here we
I'm
go.
ready.
What can we say instead of not any books? What can we say instead of not any books? We can
We
say
can say not books
instead of.
instead of not any books.
Very good. Give me another example. Give me another example, please. They haven't got any
Haven't got
friends,
any friends.
or they
Or
have no
they have
friends.
no friends.
Very good. Can you hear me speaking to you? Can you hear me speaking to you? Yes,
Yes, I
I
can
can.
hear you speaking to me.
Very good. Can you hear anybody in the other room? Can you hear anybody in the other room? Yes or no?
Yes, yes,
I
I can
can
hear
hear somebody
somebody
in
in the
the.
other room.
Very good. What do we hear with? What do we hear with? We hear
We
with
hear
our.
with our ear.
Very good. Can you drive a car? Can you drive a car? Yes or no?
Yes, we can drive a car.
Very good. Is there anybody in your family who can't drive a car? Is there anybody in your family who can't drive a car? Yes or no?
Yes,
There's
yes, there are
somebody
somebody
in
in
my
my
family
family
who can't
who
drive a
can't
car.
drive a car.
Very good. Okay, next. How much money have you got in your pocket? How much money have you got in your pocket? I've got
I've
about.
got mm, about 100 yen in my
i-
pocket.
Very good. How many pence make a pound? How many pence make a pound? 100
100
pence
pence
make a pound.
make a pound.
How many euros make a pound? How many euros make a pound? About
Two
2
pounds,
euros
about 2 euros
make a
make a
pound.
pound.
Where have I got more thumbs than fingers on my hand? Have I got more thumb than fingers on my hand? No,
No, you
you haven't
haven't got
got
more
more
thumbs,
than
more
fingers
thumbs than
on
fingers
your
on
hand.
your hand.
You've got
There are
fewer thumbs
fewer thumbs
than
than fingers
on your.
on your hand.
Very good. Next, are there more people in Europe than in Asia? Are there more people in Europe than in Asia? No, there
No,
aren't
there are
more
more
people in
people in
Europe
Europe
than
than
in.
in Asia.
There are
There
fewer
are
people
fewer
in
people
Europe
in Europe
than in.
than in Asia.
Very good. Are there more tables in this school than chairs? Are there more tables in this school than chairs? No, there
No,
aren't
there
more
aren't
table in
more
that
tables
school than
in
chairs.
that school than
Than chair.
chairs.
There are fewer
There are
table
fewer
in
tables
that
in
school
this school
than
than
chairs.
chairs.
Very good. Next, what's the difference between a watch and a clock? What's the difference between a watch and a clock? The difference
The
between
between
a
between
watch and a clock
a watch and a
is that
clock
we
is that
wear a watch
we
on our wrist,
we wear a watch
on
on
our
our
wrist,
wrist,
whereas we hang a
whereas
clock
we hang a clock
on the wall or put
on
it
the wall
on a
or
table.
put it on the table.
Right? What's the difference between wear and carry? What's the difference between wear and carry? The difference between
Difference between
wear and
wear and
carry is
carry
that
is
we
that
use wear
we,
for a
we use
thing
wear
that
for a
is
thing
on the body,
that is on the body,
whereas we use carry
whereas we
for
use
a thing
carry
that is not
for thing
on the body.
that is not on my body.
Very good. Is there a clock in this room? Is there a clock in this room? Yes.
Yes, there are a clock
Uh,
on this room.
oh, there's
In
one.
this room.
Yes, there's a clock
Yes, there's a clock
in that
in this
room.
room.
In this
In
room.
that
Very
room.
good. Next, am I carrying a watch? Am I carrying a watch? No,
No, you
you
aren't
aren't.
carrying a watch. You are
You're.
wearing a watch.
Very good. What are you carrying in your pocket? What are you carrying in your pocket? I'm carrying
I'm carrying a cell phone
in my
in my
pocket.
pocket.
Very good. Okay, next. Oh, let's use this. So, what's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's.
It's a 3 o'clock.
Very good. What's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's.
It's a 3:05.
Very good. What's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's
Half past
past
three.
3. Very good. What's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's
It's 35
past
past
3.
3.
Very good. What's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's
At 2 minutes past 4.
past 4.
Past 4.
Well, what's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's
It's 18 past
18 minutes.
7. 8 minutes
Past
past to
7.
7.
Past 7. Very good.
Ah, past 7.
No more 2. Okay, next. What's the time now? What's the time now, please? It's
It's 35
past.
minutes past 10.
Very good. Okay, how many seconds make a minute? How many seconds make a minute? 60
60
seconds
seconds make a
make a
minute.
minute. How many minutes make an hour? How many minutes make an hour? 60
60
minutes
minutes
make
make
an.
an hour.
How many hours make a day? How many hours make a day? 24
24
hours
hours
make a
make a
day.
day.
How many days make a week? How many days make a week? 7
7
days
days make a
make a
week.
week. How many weeks make a month? How many weeks make a month? 4
4
weeks.
months,
4
4
weeks
weeks
make a month.
make a month.
Where get how many months make a year? How many months make a year? 12
And
months
12 months
make a year.
make a year.
Very good. Okay, give me an example of the word also. Give me an example of the word also, please.
And
I
I
can
I
speak
can speak
my
my
language
my
and
languages,
I
and
can
also I
also
can
speak
speak English.
English. Very good. Do you like meat? Do you like meat? Yes or no?
Yes, I like meat.
What color sugar? What color sugar? Sugars,
Sugars,
white
white
or
or brown.
brown. Do you put sugar on your meat? Do you put sugar on your meat? No, I
No,
don't
I
put
don't put
sugar
sugar
on
on
my
my
meat.
meat.
I put it in my
I
tea
I
or
put
coffee.
it in my tea or coffee.
Very good. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. What am I doing? You're counting.
You are counting.
Six, seven, eight, nine, ten. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What am I doing? You're counting the
You are
numbers
counting the
from 6
numbers
to 10.
from 6 to 10.
Very good. Count the numbers from 100 to 105. Count the numbers from 100 to 105, please. 100,
100,
1,
101,
1.
102, 103, 104, 105.
Very good. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm
I'm
counting the
counting the
numbers
numbers
from
from
100
100
to.
to 105.
Very good. Okay. What are the possessive adjectives? What are the possessive adjectives? The
The
possessive
positive
adjectives
adjectives
are
are
my,
your,
his, her,
etc. It's our,
etc.
their, etc.
What are the possessive pronouns? What are the possessive pronouns? The possessive
The
pronouns
positive
are
pronouns
mine,
are
yours,
mine, yours, ours, theirs,
etc.
etc.
Okay, what's the difference between a possessive adjective and a possessive pronoun? What's the difference between a possessive adjective and a possessive pronoun? The difference
The
between
difference
a possessive
between
adjective
the positive
and a
adjectives and
possessive pronoun is that
possessive
we
pronoun
put
is
a
that
possessive adjective
we put possessive adjectives
in front of a noun,
of a noun,
whereas we use
as
a
we use
possessive pronoun
a
instead
possessive
of a noun.
instead of a noun.
Very good. Give me an example. Give me an example, please. This is my book.
This is my book.
This book is
This book
mine.
is mine.
This is mine.
This is mine.
Very good. Is this your ear? Is this your ear? No,
No,
that isn't
yes,
my
that
ear.
ear isn't
My
my
ear.
ear.
It's your
It's
ear.
your ear.
Is this ear yours? Is this ear yours? No, that
No,
ear
that
isn't mine.
ear isn't
It's
mine.
yours.
It's yours.
Is that nose mine? Is that nose mine? No,
No,
this
that
nose.
nose,
This nose
this nose
isn't yours.
isn't mine. Isn't
I-
yours. It's
It's
mine.
mine. Very good. Okay, and that's the end of our revision. Let's have new work. Very good, very fast. Okay, so let's start. Okay, repeat. His,
His,
hers.
hers.
Very good. Okay, his and hers are pronoun. His is for man, hers is for woman. Okay, for example, that dress, that dress isn't his, it's hers. Okay, that suit isn't hers, it's his. Okay, let's practice. Is that dress his? Is that dress his? No,
No,
that
that
dress
dress isn't
isn't his.
hers.
His.
His,
It's hers.
it's hers.
Very good. Is that suit hers? Is that suit hers? No,
No,
that
is
suit
that suit
isn't
that suit isn't
hers.
hers.
It's
It's his.
very good. Are those hands his? Are those hands his? No,
No,
those hands
those hands
aren't
and
his.
his.
They're
Yeah, hers.
Hers. Very good. Are those arms hers? Are those arms hers? No. Those
No, those
arms
arms
aren't.
aren't.
It's.
They are.
I'm sorry. That's
It.
correct. They're his.
They are his.
Very good. Okay. Next, repeat. Ours.
Ours.
Theirs.
Theirs.
Very good. Okay. Listen. Ours and theirs are pronouns. Okay. For example, these legs aren't ours. They're theirs. Another example is these aren't their books. They're our books. Okay, let's practice. Are those legs ours? Are those legs ours? No.
Mm,
Those
those legs
legs aren't
aren't ours.
there.
They are theirs.
Very good. Are these books theirs? Are these books theirs? No.
No, these
Those
books
books
aren't.
theirs.
Those books aren't theirs.
They're our
Not
books.
ours.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Infinitive.
Infinitive.
Very good. Okay, listen. Verbs in the infinitive generally have the word to in front of them and the base form of the verb. For example, to do, to come, to go, to run, to walk. So those are infinitive. Let's practice. Give me some examples of verbs in the infinitive. Give me some examples of verbs in the infinitive, please. Some
To do.
examples.
To
Some
do. To
examples
walk.
of
Some
verbs
example is the verbs
in the infinitive are
in the infinitive are
to do, to
to
come,
do,
etc.
to come, etc.
Very good. Okay, next let's talk about auxiliary verb. Auxiliary
Auxiliary.
verb. Very good. Okay, so let me put it here. So you can pronounce this like that. Auxiliary.
Auxiliary.
Very good. Okay, repeat. Do.
Do.
Very good. Okay, listen. An auxiliary verb is part of the verb in a sentence, but it does not tell us the action. For example, in the sentence, we are speaking. The word speaking tells us the action. That's the verb. And the word are is an auxiliary verb, are speaking. In the sentence, he can read, the word can is the auxiliary verb, and the word read is the verb. The auxiliary verb do, the auxiliary verb for the present simple is do. For example, we say, do you speak English? Or I do not have a bag. Let's practice. Which word is the auxiliary verb in this sentence? They can open the window. Which word is the auxiliary verb in this sentence? They can open the window. The word
The
can
the word can
is the
is
auxiliary verb
the auxiliary verbs
in that
in this
sentence.
sentence.
Very good. Which word is the auxiliary verb in this sentence? Do they walk to school? Which word is the auxiliary verb in this sentence? Do they walk to school? The word do
The word do
is the
is the
auxiliary verb
auxiliary verbs
in that sentence.
in this sentence.
Very good. Okay, next listen. Also, the word what is we can use it in questions like what is he doing? He's sitting on a chair. Okay, let's practice. What does the verb to do mean in Japanese? What does the verb to do means in Japanese? The verb
It,
to
the
do
word to
means
do means in Japanese is する
suru. Very good. Okay, next. What do I do after the lesson? What do I do after the lesson? You go out of the
you
room.
go out after
Room after the lesson.
room after the lesson.
Very good. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're going
You
out
are going out
of the
in the
room.
room
Of the room.
of the room.
Very good. Okay, next, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're standing up.
You are standing up.
What am I doing? What am I doing? You're
You
sitting
are
down.
sitting down.
Very good. What do I do before the lesson? What do I do before the lesson? I sit down
And
before
sit
the
down
lesson.
before the lesson.
What do you do after the lesson? What do you do after the lesson? I stand up
I stand up
after the
after
lesson.
the lesson.
Very good. Next, repeat the most.
The most.
Very good. Okay, listen. The most. Okay, so this book, for example, this book has more pages than this book. And this book got the most pages than this book. So it means this book has the most pages of these three books? Let's practice. Which city in your country has the most people? Which city in your country has the most people?
Tokyo is the
It
most
is the city in my
is the
country
city in
which
my
has
country
the most
which
people.
has
The
most people.
which person in your family reads the most books? Which person in your family reads the most books? My
My my mother
is the person in my family
is the person in my
who
family
reads the most
who
books.
read the most books.
Which school in your town has the most students? Which school in your town has the most students? Let's say ABC school
ABC
is
school
the school
is
in my town
my school in my
which has
town,
the most students.
which has the
The
most
most.
students.
Very good. Next, repeat. Beautiful,
Beautiful,
handsome,
handsome,
ugly.
ugly.
Very good. Okay, listen. Beautiful is an adjective. It means very attractive, sometimes referring to a woman. For example, I think Paris is a beautiful place. I think Angelina Jolie is beautiful. Handsome is an adjective. It means a very attractive man. For example, I think Brad Pitt is handsome. Ugly is an adjective. It's the opposite of beautiful and handsome. It means not attractive. For example, I don't think hell is a beautiful place. I think it's an ugly place. Let's practice. Do you think Paris is an ugly city? Do you think Paris is an ugly city? No.
Yes. No, I
I
don't
don't
think
think
it
Paris is an
is
ugly city.
ugly city.
I think it's a
I think
beautiful city.
it's a beautiful city.
Very good. Do you think hell is a beautiful place? Do you think hell is a beautiful place? No, I
No,
don't
I
think
don't think
hell is
hell
a beautiful
is a
place.
beautiful place.
I think
I
it's
think
an ugly
it's
place.
an ugly place.
Very good. Do you think Brad Pitt is ugly? Do you think Brad Pitt is ugly? No,
No,
I don't
I
think
don't think
Brad Pitt
Brad
is
Pitt
ugly.
is ugly.
I think he's
I
handsome.
think he's handsome.
Very good. Which do you think is the most beautiful place in your country? Which do you think is the most beautiful place in your country? I think
I think Mount Fuji is
is the
the
most
most
beautiful place
beautiful
in
place
my
in my
country.
country.
Very good. Next, repeat. Eat.
Eat,
Homer. Eat.
eat.
Very good. Okay, listen. Eat is a verb. It means to put food into your mouth.
Mm,
Okay. For example, I'm eating. We eat with our mouths. Another example is I don't eat all food. Some I eat and some I don't eat. I eat bread without butter. Let's practice. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're eating.
You are eating.
Do you eat all food? Do you eat all food? Yes or no?
No,
I
no, I
don't
don't
eat all
eat
food.
all food.
Some I eat,
Some I
and
eat,
some I
and
don't
some
eat.
I don't eat.
Do you eat bread without butter? Do you eat bread without butter? Yes or no?
Yes,
I eat bread
I eat bread without
without
butter.
butter. Very good. What do we eat with? What do we eat with? We eat with our
We eat with our
mouth.
mouth.
Very good. Next, repeat. Drink,
Drink
water,
water,
wine,
wine,
milk.
milk.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word drink is a noun. It means a liquid that you can drink. Okay. So the word drink is also a verb to drink, but we can call like soda a drink or an alcohol a drink. The names of some drinks are water, wine, and milk. Drink can also be a verb. It means to take liquid into your mouth and swallow it. For example, I drink tea. We can't drink meat. We eat meat. Okay, let's practice. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're
You are
drinking.
drinking.
You're drinking. Very
You
good.
are drinking.
Do you drink tea? Do you drink tea? Yes or no?
Yes, yes, I drink tea.
Can we drink meat? Can we drink meat? No,
No,
we
we
can't.
can't drink meat.
We eat meat.
We eat meat.
Tell me the names of some drinks. Tell me the names of some drinks, please. The names of
The
some
names
drinks are
of
water,
some drinks
wine,
are
and
water,
milk.
wine, and milk.
Very good. Okay, what color's water? What color's water? Water has no
Water
color.
has no color.
Right? Is there a drink? On the table. Is there a drink on the table? Yes or no?
No, there
There aren't.
isn't. There aren't.
You're correct. A drink. No, there isn't a drink
No,
on
there
the
isn't
table.
a drink on the table.
Wait, do you drink wine? Do you drink wine? Yes or no?
I don't drink wine.
Oh, very good. Which drink do you prefer, milk or water? Which drink do you prefer, milk or water? I prefer
I prefer water
to
instead
milk
of milk.
instead of milk. Very good. Next, repeat. Metal,
Metal,
gold,
gold,
silver,
silver,
steel,
steel,
iron.
iron,
Very good. Okay, you pronounce it with a Y. Iron,
iron,
like that. Iron,
iron.
like Iron Man, right? Okay, very good. Okay, so the names of the four metals are gold, silver, steel, and iron. Okay, let's practice. Tell me the names of four metals. Tell me the names of four metals, please. The names of
The
four
names
metals
of the four
are
metals
gold,
are
silver,
gold,
steel,
silver,
and iron.
iron.
Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to reading.
Okay.
Okay, so our reading is also at stage 2, paragraph page 62. Okay, start with about page.